Chapter 1. The Cold and the Silence. Dark, wind, low drumbeat ocean waves hitting rocks. In the beginning, there was only cold. No kings, no cities, no glory. Just endless snow, frozen seas, and men with empty stomachs and restless souls. The North was cruel. It didn't raise heroes. It tested them. It broke the weak and sharpened the strong like steel on stone. These were not men born to comfort. They were born to endure, to hunt when there was nothing left, to fight when there was no hope. That's how it started, not with gold, but with hunger. Not with crowns, but with calloused hands gripping rough axes. Sound of a distant Viking horn. Chapter 2. The birth of brotherhood they learned early. One man alone dies in the storm, but together they were the storm. Around fires in the dead of night, they formed brotherhoods, not of blood, but of loyalty. Each man's shield became the wall that protected the next. They laughed in the face of death, because every battle was just another chance to prove they were alive. The Viking bond was sacred, a promise that no man would fall alone. They didn't fight for kings. They fought for each other. Sound, sword clashes, deep drum rhythm builds. Chapter 3. The sea calls the sea. Was their greatest enemy and their greatest teacher. No maps, no compasses, only stars, wind, and will. They built long ships that sliced through the waves like wolves through snow. Every voyage was a gamble, a test of courage against the unknown. They didn't ask if they would survive. They only asked how far they could go, and when their ships appeared on distant shores, the world trembled. They weren't an army of soldiers. They were an army of believers. Believers in strength, freedom, and destiny forged by their own hands. Thunder and ocean roar. Chapter 4. Fire and fear villages burned. Empires shook, but behind the flames, there was purpose. They didn't destroy to conquer. They conquered to survive, to prove to the gods that they were worthy of their breath. The world called them savages, but savages don't build ships that cross oceans. Savages don't carve runes, but still whisper 1,000 years later. Every blade they raised was a message. Remember us? Because while kings built palaces of gold, the Vikings built legends out of blood and courage. Music, slow haunting Nordic vocals, with drums. Chapter 5. The mind of a warrior courage wasn't born from muscle. It was born from mindset. A Viking knew fear is not the enemy. It's the proof that you're alive. They didn't run from fear. They faced it, stared into its eyes, and smiled. Pain was their teacher. Failure was their forge. Every scar told a story of lessons learned, and every loss carved wisdom into their souls. That's what made them unstoppable. Not numbers, not weapons, but a belief that even death was not defeat, as long as their name was remembered. Low hum builds with heartbeat sound. Chapter 6. The legacy lives on centuries have passed. Their ships turned to dust. Their bones sleep under northern soil, but their spirit, it still walks among us. Every time someone rises from nothing, every time a man chooses courage over comfort, the Viking fire burns again. You don't need a sword to be a warrior. You need a reason. You need the will to fight, even when no one stands beside you. Because like the Vikings, greatness is not given. It's taken with blood, with sweat, and with an unbreakable soul.